Hayi bandla, sigaxa sendaba. Ciao. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is asivemabula, but if you're an old subscriber, you already know the levels. You know what the babies are saying. I really hope you guys know what the babies are saying in 2022 because they're loud as hell this year, okay? So as you can tell by the title of this video, it's technically my first video this year because the Vlogmas vlog that I uploaded in January was old footage from December and I think New Year's. So that doesn't really count as part of 2022 because it's not content from 2022. So this is basically my first video of 2022. Can I get a, I don't know what I want to get. Can I get a, you know what the babies are saying? But yo, I'd say giddy. So as you can tell by the title of the video, it is a life update. You guys had sent me questions like a while back. I think it was early Jan or late December, but you guys sent a lot of questions and I tried to group questions because obviously some of them are similar to others. And yeah, I will do them in the different categories that I decided to group questions in. And y'all, Betuna, please watch this video until the end because I am literally this close to being monetized. Like, this close. Do you get me? So if you haven't watched my videos that aren't older than a year, then please go back, stream them, loop them, even when you're sleeping, so that I can get to 4,000 watch hours. Right now, I think I'm on like 3,000 watch hours. I'm not quite sure. I'll put it up here somewhere. But we've come a long way. We've come a long way and I cannot believe that I'm literally going to be monetized this year. And okay, I'm not going to get into my goals, but it was my goal to get monetized in this first quarter of the year. So it seems like we're really close, like we're really close. I'm having some Jameson with apple juice and obviously some ice. Gotta serve it on the rocks. So yeah, let's get into the questions. Oh, they're on my laptop, so I'll move my laptop here on my lap and I'll keep looking down, so just don't mind that when it happens. Let's get into it. The first category of questions is 2020-21/2022. And so the first question is, one of the lessons you've learned in 2021. I'm genuinely not trying to make this video long, so my answers will be short and quick. So one of the lessons I've learned in 2021 is that everything comes in due time. Like, I know I'm genuinely impatient with like my goals and things that I want them to happen now, but it's going to come in due time. I'm not saying it's not going to come because it is going to come, okay? But it's going to come in due time. And that due time is due time. We cannot put a time limit to due time. But I realized that everything comes in due time. And yeah, I think I'm grateful for that everything comes in due time. Second question, what are your New Year's goals and resolutions if you feel comfortable to share? I don't really do New Year's resolutions, but I guess I do set goals in the form of like a vision board. I'll put my vision board up here. The pictures, I used Pinterest. And for the layout, I used those Instagram grids. So the sort of goals I set myself is to, you know, to improve my wellness, my health, not necessarily to lose weight, but to be more active, and just watch what I eat health-wise, because I realized that like what you eat really does affect your energy levels. Like if I'm having, let's say, like a chip roll, it's definitely going to bring my levels down for the rest of the day, man. And I'm not about that anymore. Like, I'm trying to keep my spirit up 24/7. Like, I'm trying to look like I'm running on a machine when I'm not. So that's my goal. And to finish my second degree, we'll get into that. To finish my second degree with at least 2 or 3 distinctions. My goals for this year, what else was on my vision board? But I'll put my vision board up here. And you guys will genuinely see, like, it's nothing deep, it's nothing hectic. I'm also trying to gain work experience in the field that I want to go in. I want to do a lot of content creating that actually pays. And yeah, just growing as a person, to be wholesome, because that was the mood for 2021 though. I've been wholesome. The next one is, what are 2 things you didn't achieve last year that you're planning on achieving this year? So last year I didn't do my honors and I'm doing them this year. So I guess that's a step towards achieving them. Well, achieving something I didn't achieve last year. And yeah, I genuinely think that's the only goal. No, it's not the only goal. Another thing I didn't achieve last year was working with a clothing brand. This is a story time, but I'm not going to name the brand. I had shot my shot at a clothing brand, to work with them for the winter campaign. And they approved everything, literally. They asked for my sizes. I responded with my sizes because I knew that they had my sizes. That's why I approached them. And then jiggy kara kara gumba. They literally ghosted me. I won't name the brand, but like they literally ghosted me after I sent my sizes. And I was like, it is what it is. And I saw their winter campaign continue without me. And I was like, sharp, got to keep it going. So I think, yeah, another goal is to work with a clothing brand because I love clothes. Looking back to 2021, have you made any mistakes? What happened? I nearly said I don't think I made any mistakes, but I'm not that perfect. I think the biggest mistake I made was doing a job that had nothing to do with my degree, like genuinely. It had nothing to do with my undergrad degree. That is the biggest mistake I made. And I don't want to say the biggest waste of time, but you can go figure. The next question was highlight of the last year in your personal life. Highlight of my year. I think my highlight was definitely graduating. And also getting into social media promos. Like, I don't want to name the person who put me onto social media promos because they've been plugging me this whole time, child. But shout out to you. Shout out to you for seeing that I could tweet about any show, okay? Shout out to you. And yeah, I don't think the person is comfortable with me naming them, but like, shout out to you. Yazazi, udlalile, boy. Next one, what habits do you want to outgrow? I don't think I have like really bad habits that I want to outgrow. I think I'm really comfortable with the habits that I have, but I do think the habit of procrastination, it's got to go. The next one is, are you still friends with the same people you were friends with this time last year? Did you cut anyone off this year? Please explain how you feel about that concept. Okay, so I'm definitely not friends with people that I entered, not all of them, geez. I'm definitely not friends with some of the people that I entered 2021 with. Yeah, I'm no longer friends. And I think it's about like 2 or 3 friends, or 4. 2 or 3, maybe 4, 5. I mean, yeah, obviously like a friendship breakup is really just like a disappointing situation. It's sad, but you need to move on and realize that maybe the person's not meant to be your friend, or maybe you'll rekindle in the future. But I'm not really big on rekindling, especially if I was the one wronged. Like, diaibamba igrudge. Diaibamba. No, genuinely, I'm not even joking. Diaibamba igrudge. So I think it's just best, if you've wronged me, then we just let it go. And okanye, if like sivelesa ghostana and nothing bad happened, then that's that. We can definitely maybe go back to being friends, to just talk it out about like why we were so silent on one another. But like, if it's like a fight, what do you wrong? Oh, babe, forget. What is your theme of the year? My theme of the year is let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Literally, that's my theme. Like, I'm trying to get everything I want. That's my theme. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Top of the morning, top of the morning. Yeah, that's definitely my theme. Next category is work/school. The first question in this category, what was it like transitioning from student life to a 9-to-5? So I had generally never worked a 9-to-5. The closest to a job I had was when I did radio, campus radio, during my undergrad. And those are like chilled hours. Like, when I still did the news there, I went in for the bulletin that I was doing. So if it was afternoon news or morning, I never did morning news, let me not lie. I did them like once. It was a Saturday. I said, you guys must hate me. But yeah, it's the only time it happened. And I never did morning news again, because I'm just not the type of person to be waking up at 5 in the morning. So I mostly did midday news and late afternoon. So transitioning from being a student to a 9 to 5 is, the thing is, my 9 to 5 didn't genuinely feel like a 9 to 5. Like, it wasn't like, you're hectic. I'm genuinely focused from 9 to 5, and it's deadlines and meetings. And no, the most times I'd have a meeting would be like twice a week. Friday is the general team meeting, and then bi-weekly I'd have like one-on-ones with my manager. So it wasn't like anything hectic. Even the job itself wasn't hectic, so it wasn't a huge transition, to be honest. I think I'll feel it when I move from my honors and when I go and do an internship, but that's another story for another day. Second question: how has your outlook on the practicality of adulting changed since graduating? Adulting is not practical, guys. Like, it's so impractical. Adulting is impractical. Not only is it expensive, but it's just impractical because it is so expensive. And you know, the world in general, society, we live in a society, it's expected of you to have everything of yours together, and it's not practical, man. Things that happen in adulthood are just down bad. They're not practical at all. So I think I've viewed adulting as just impractical, but also try to make it practical for yourself. And I think we have different definitions of what's practical to, you know, to each person. I think it's different. Like, what I deem to be a practical way to adult might not be practical to someone else, and that's totally fine, you know. The third question in this category is: how's life after varsity, navigating workspaces, job hunting, and staying home? Job hunting is down bad because you're wanting 3 to 5 years of experience from me, and I literally just finished my undergrad. So what do you mean? Where's it supposed to come from? What's the level? Do you want 3 to 5 years of experience in life? Maybe, because I can give you that. I can give you more than that. I can give you 23 years of life experience. I'm 23. So yeah, the job market is dizzy, man. It's quite dizzy. Not no one, but most places aren't open to giving people with no experience the chance to gain that experience through them. So I just think it's quite tricky. Next one is: so you're serious about forming part of the 74% unemployment here youth kulonyaka? How do you feel about going from employed to a full-time student again? I have never been so excited in my life. I think I love studying. If I had the money to, I would definitely do it every year or bi-yearly. I definitely do it every year, man. But I also need some sort of income, so it's also just not practical. And yeah, I'm happy that I took that decision to leave that job that I was doing and form part of the 74% unemployed youth. As long as I'm doing something with my time, I think it's perfectly fine. What made you go do your honors degree? Because I want a second degree. Because I want to be 2 degrees hotter, baby. But because I realized that it's going to be a tough time getting a job with just an undergrad degree. And yeah, why not? And if you're interested, I'm doing a BA honors in journalism at Stellenbosch University this year, and it's my second week. And when I say it's so much work, like, it's crunch time, baby. Like, we're late. It's quite late in the game. I feel behind, even though I'm not behind yet on work. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's why I decided to do my honors degree. I decided to be a degree hotter, and I think it increases my chances of getting like a better job, even though I may not have the experience. I just think I hope they would choose me, someone with an honors degree, over someone who has an undergraduate. You know what I mean? I think that just makes sense. Obviously, if there's no nepotism or any corruption going on, then they would obviously hire me. Like, how long is your postgrad? It is 1 year. So this time next year, I'll be graduating. The next category is YouTube. Oh, YouTube stresses me out. I don't want to lie. What is it like being a graduate, YouTuber, and a working hand all at once? So I'm not really working. The only sort of work I would say is like social media promotions on Twitter. I guess that's the only work I'm doing. Being a graduate is an amazing feeling. It's such a huge goal that I managed to take off my box, and I love it. I also love being a YouTuber, but being a YouTuber and not working is expensive, because to create content is money, and I think sometimes subscribers don't understand that. And yes, it's understandable because you enjoy watching the person and seeing what they're up to, and, you know, new places to see or whatever the case is, new clothes. But that is expensive, and especially if you're not collaborating with the brand that is paying for you to do that content, then it's even more expensive. Doing a haul is a couple of thousands, sweetheart. What's your plan for your channel this year? What can we expect? So money willingly, and in terms of school busyness and all that, you can expect more Twitter kappa. When I say more, I mean more more Twitter kappa, more fashion hauls, and not just try on hauls, but maybe create a lookbook, recreate looks by maybe my favorite fashion girls. Like, I want to get deep into that because I really love clothes and dressing up. I'm not going to be dabbling in any makeup, but yeah, more Askhulumelet's talks. People love those. Guys, those videos do really well. Askhulume, as Majida did well, and that was the first episode. Proud moment. Thank you, guys. It did really well. Even the reaction video, if you haven't seen it, I'll insert it now.
What?
That's amazing. You guys use it as a reaction video so much, but you won't go on my channel to watch the rest of the video. For more collaborations, I'm doing collaborations. I've shot 2 shots and they've both been approved. So we just need to find the time, the place, and it's going to kick off. I also want to continue working. Okay, let me not say continue, child. But I'd love to continue not just being part of Bernini's PR list, but to actually do like content for them. Like, when I say content, I mean serious content. I maybe also want to get into my brown liquor bag. I love Jameson. Jamie, if you're watching this, call me. My email is in the description box. But yeah, that's what you can expect. More vlogs. Obviously love vlogs. I actually filmed a vlog in January, towards the end of January, and like a bit of Feb, but things really just went like financially. Raising money for my accommodation, it's just down. It was down. And the next one is exploring any different niches in terms of content, and the answer is no. And I think really the only thing I don't do is makeup on my channel, but I'd love to do hair. And it can be braids. I'm not going to be doing like natural hair hacks or whatever, because I'm genuinely not creative with my natural hair. And I think you guys have noticed I'm always in like braids or a protective hairstyle. The only niche, if you could say, that I'd want to tap in this year is hair. Yeah, hair being wigs and maybe braids. Work with darling. I'd love that, really love that. But you're not seeing any makeup. You're not seeing makeup. Ever doing music playlist videos? Guys, let me tell you, December got fun real quick and I couldn't film an Amapiano playlist. And so many bangers came out last year. And I did do one the year before. I think it was 2020. Yeah, 2020. I did an Amapiano playlist video and I got copyrighted as hell, but I didn't care because I had so much fun doing that alone. And last year, December, I was going to do it with Balisa. Ubays, some of you know her as Ubays, Nikiti. But yeah, I was gonna do it with her, but yeah, no, December got us in a chokehold real quick, and the only thing I could basically film was Vlogmas. So I'm really sorry about that, but I will try to do maybe like mid-year Amapiano playlist video, because I just genuinely listen to Amapiano only. I wake up at like 6 in the morning and I'll play piano, so don't ask for a different genre. I will not do it. What brands would you like to see yourself working with or for this year? Let me list them. And maybe you can tag them in the comment section for me, okay? So, in no particular order, I'd love to work with Cotton On. I manifest this every 2 days or a weekly. I would love to work with Cotton On. I love to work with Thick Leonce's clothing brand, Lee Beck's. I would love to work with Mr. Price. I'd love to work with Mr. Price. I'd love to work with Bernini on like an actual answered post. I'd love to work with Jameson. I'd love to work with any wig company come my way. I would love to work with any sort of like jewelry companies. I'd also actually love to work with Shein Curve or Fashion Over Curve. I've seen the girls kill it in the game. Child, I want to work with everyone. I'm joking, not everyone, but like people or like brands that I feel like you know, are in line with the sort of content that I create and who I am. I'd also love to work with a skincare brand. Yeah, I think I'm going to tap into more skincare. I feel like a lot of people don't cover eczema. They'll cover dry skin, which, you know, sometimes does come with that. Well, most of the time it is a dry skin condition. It comes with having eczema, but they don't tackle eczema as a whole. And eczema has a lot of like hyperpigmentation. Well, for me. So I'd love to work with like a skincare brand, Eucerin or E45. The E45 brand I would love to work with. Would you ever leave your 9 to 5 to become a full-time YouTuber or content creator? And the answer is no. The answer is no. I'm so passionate about the things that I've studied that I would never leave them for content creation. I would definitely do it, continue doing it part-time, but there's no way I would leave my future 9 to 5 to be a full-time content creator YouTuber. I am so sorry, but it is not happening. I'm keeping my 9 to 5. And that's that. Lastly, the last category is personal life / mjolo. Now, you guys were very rude in this section of questions. You were quite rude, and I'm quite offended, but it's fine. First one is, how are you going to maintain your lifestyle now that you'll be a student? And the question is, have I been maintaining it even when I was not a student? That's the question. Have I? I haven't, and I don't think I live a life that is beyond my means or outside my means. I genuinely just live what is within my reach, and I think it's going to change because at least last year I had like some extra money to spare because I was working, but this year it's just, I don't think anything's gonna change, man. Like I genuinely live within my means. I don't go above that. Yeah, I don't think much is gonna change. What are your plans besides school this year? What can we expect from Sivs this year? You can expect more chaos, baby. I'm joking. I'm not chaotic at all. But you can expect the funness of the loving, bubbly, and giddy Siv. You can expect, I don't know, man. Like, there's generally nothing I want to change about my personality. This question. This question is so rude. This question is so rude. You guys are rude. The question reads, we are Jola or Ogidi? And then someone else said, are you seeing someone, like a relationship? What do you mean like a relationship? What do you mean in the Jola or Ogidi? What do you mean? What do you mean? You are so rude. You're so rude, but I will and the Jolly Gidi. So what? The Gidi. And I'm not seeing anyone either, like dating and dating. I'm not even in a talking stage. It's vibes, literally. This next one also, yo Nikiti, Nina Nani. Oh, what happened to Wena and that light-skinned brother? Then someone else asked, why did you and your ex break up? Don't generalize, Teta Yonke. You guys don't want to see me heal. You guys don't want to see me heal. You guys hate me, Nyan. But, you know, we have been together for 2.5 years. And there's generally, like, I quite dramatic. It's not a dramatic breakup. In fact, as long as he teta, no teta, satula. Literally, we just... But I was basically supposed to see him that weekend, and my Shein package was at his place. When I did it, my Shein try-on haul, he had dropped the things at my place. And yeah, he had said that we were going to talk when he gets to my place. So I get out of my mother's house, go outside because he texted saying he's outside. And I go to the car passenger window and I greet, rolls down the window. And so I'm thinking he's going to invite me into his car because he said we needed to talk. And he didn't. Like, I literally said hi and he asked, how am I? And I said, I'm good. What too good? I said, where's my Shein package? And he passed it. Literally, and that was the last time I spoke to him. Okay, no. He did text me to say congratulations for getting into honors. He knows I'll kill it. But that's the last time we spoke. We haven't spoken this year. And yeah, last year I saw him liking my birthday pictures on Twitter. And I was like, that's weird because you're not wishing me a happy birthday. But it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, it was nothing dramatic, genuinely. Like, chilled breakup after 2.5 years. Just getting a Titisani at the end. And that's fine. That is fine. Gotta laugh to keep from crying, child. The next one is, have you healed from your previous relationship to begin a new one this year? And I don't feel like there's anything to heal from. Like, yeah, I dated him. Well, basically, we were in a relationship for 2.5 years. And he's Tandana. I did reels. He appeared on one of my vlogs once or twice. You could hear him in the background. We actually had a video where it was like a couple's tag, but it went down long ago. We did all those things, but like, I don't feel like there's anything that I needed to heal from. Like, it was a good time, and it was a good time, and when it wasn't, it wasn't. I don't think there's anything to heal from. But maybe like in terms of like moving on and being ready to date someone else, I'm definitely ready. But I feel like I'm also not putting in the efforts in terms of like meeting someone new. I genuinely, like, I'm in a crash right now, like, the next question is, how has Mjolo been, and do you have a goal to balom Mjolo for this year? Are you single and mingling? And so, as I've said, I'm not. I mean, what do you mean you're not single? You are. I am single, but I'm not mingling. I'm open to mingling, but I think it's really difficult to actively put yourself out there. Like, there's a lot of politics also via dating that I don't want to get into, but like, I'm open to, should anyone come in my DMs or whatever, and I'm just if now you're Andrea. But yeah, I've never set a goal for myself via Mjolo. Situngi said this year, or at least sitati measurements. You guys can always take your measurements, always keep them there, but doesn't mean uzosebenzisa. Are you open to love? Definitely. Can you fight? That's so random, and the answer is no. Why would I want to fight with a pretty face? This is the last question that I'm about to read out, and it's ending off on such a light note. The question is, what contingency plan do you have for us to make it to rocking the daisies this year? And the question is, are we having a rocking the daisies this year? Because no, generally I want to go to rocking the daisies. I've never been. We've come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching up until now. If you watched up until now, I love you, because you really want me to get monetized. Please like this video, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so that you're notified every time I upload. I think I am in a space now where I can upload and be giddy and fun-loving and bubbly and vlogs. I'm back and I'm better. We're gonna have a good time. And I will see you in my new video. Happy New Year, I guess. Getting monetized by March. But yeah, see you in my next video. I love you and I like you.